August complains that there is no food left for him when he finds some stew. His mother claims that she didn't make it, but they scream at him, but he's out of earshot. They scream louder, telling him not to eat the stew. But now he thinks it's just a clever prank. He eats it and he cowers down and asks them, what else does the book say? When
Toe.
he runs into his room trying to evade it, but he can't. He jumps underneath his bed and all goes quiet. He slowly creeps out and nobody's there. And then they realize they're next. The movie begins with three friends and a stranger who decide to explore a haunted house. August scares Chucky and the boys race off chasing each other, leaving Stella and the handsome stranger Ramon all alone. She tells him the story of the Bellows family who used to live here. They had a daughter called Sarah who was always kept locked up. Nobody knew what she looked like, but they could hear her. The kids used to break in at the dead of the night and ask Sarah to tell them a story, and Sarah obliged, telling them her tales through the walls. And those kids never came back. By the time the sheriff went in to arrest her, it was already too late. She'd hung herself with her own hair. And Ramon is hypnotized. Meanwhile, Chucky hides himself to scare August when suddenly he sees a warm light creep in and is stunned. He opens the cupboard and sees an old lady petting a dog. He closes the door and then he runs screaming downstairs and convinces everyone to leave immediately when it's the school bully and his girlfriend Ruth. She pleads with him to let them go and he shoves her inside. And in the confusion, she gets bit by a spider. They break open the door and escape into the night. Stella gets all cozy with the book she found in the house, and suddenly a fresh story appears, titled Harold. Tommy, the school bully, walks through the dark cornfield and spits at his scarecrow, Harold, as he returns home. The story is about a boy called Tommy who enters a cornfield, but never leaves again. Tommy walks on when he realizes he's come to a circle, but Harold's not there. He turns around and he runs, leaving Harold far behind. Harold's too slow. He's going to be home safe. He snaps his ankle, and Harold catches up to him and stabs him with the rake. Terrified and bloody, he runs home, choking, crying as his voice fades away, and he collapses on the ground. The next morning, Tommy is reported missing. They go and investigate and find a scarecrow with Tommy's clothes on, just like in the book. But her friends don't believe her. She decides to return the book and enters the mansion again, all alone, and leaves it there safely. When she returns home, she finds Ramon reading a book as a fresh story titled The Big Toe appears. They break into his house, but they're too late. Stella cries and realizes that all their deaths are unavoidable. They go to the library when suddenly another story appears titled A Red Spot, and Chucky sees a spot of blood blossoming on his shirt. Ruth is busy preparing for her musical but can't seem to cover up a pimple, which was actually the spider bite. Distressed, she runs into the bathroom to fix it. As it grows bigger and bigger, they read the story and it has Ruth's name on it. A long hair pokes out. They rush to the school as she pulls on it. And they keep dousing her with water till they're all gone. They sneak into the mental hospital and access Sarah Bellows' recordings and realize she was being tortured here by her own brother.
Tell the truth.
She never killed any of the children after all.
Mercury from the metal. You poison.
Tell the truth.
And used her as a scapegoat. As the mercury in the Bellows watermills accidentally poisoned the children, his brother forces her to accept her sins. And she tells him a story. And all the lights go red. And he realizes he's not alone. Wherever he runs, she teleports in front of him. He panics as he realizes there is no escape. But he outsmarts her by walking backwards and flees until he's surrounded on all sides and devoured by the monster. Ramon are arrested, and the sheriff does not for 1 second believe their story. He locks them up and he asks them who came up with such sick stories, and Ramon breaks down as he realizes who it is. He throws the cop's lifeless body as he attacks, trying to get them. He's almost in when Stella grabs the keys from the cop's belt and they both escape. Ramon distracts the gangly man as Stella flees back to the Bellows house. She screams at Sarah to stop when Ramon escapes in his truck. He swerves and rams the car into a gate, trapping the monster. She gets hunted down by the Bellows family, who seem to think she's Sarah, and is locked in a basement. And Ramon runs through the house, screaming for Stella as he's chased by the jangly man. Sarah appears and starts to tell a story. When Stella tells Sarah to shut up and tells Sarah a story about how a little innocent girl was tortured by her family, how she was shunned for being different and trying to tell people the truth, and how her family killed her for it. But then, the girl's rage destroyed many innocent lives, and she turned just like the monsters she hated so much. Stella promises Sarah that she'll tell the truth about her, and Sarah gives Stella a quill and tells her to write that story with her own blood. Stella writes the truth, and Sarah's ghost wails before crossing over. The jangly man goes down as the terror appears to stop, and Stella and Ramon run into each other's arms. Later, Ramon is drafted for Vietnam and says farewell to Stella, who gives him a letter and promises to write to him every day. He reads it on the bus, and it's a letter asking him to come home soon. Stella writes a story in the school paper about the truth over the Bellows family. While not many people are listening, she is determined to let the real story be known and bring her friends back.